So one of the things you have to do on these kits is because, well, the Boxster can go up to 19-inch wheels and you have to put 20s on, you have to move the two front radiators that are sort of behind the bumper forward, so enable the wheel to clear. Now, there's many ways to do this, but I've done this 3 times now and this seems to work. But what you need to do is, you see this bracket here, that fits on there, which is original mounting point. You need to, so what I do is I get a nice strong piece of steel, make a bracket to basically push it forward like that. And actually it doesn't hurt to actually do what I've done and make it go down as well, because then you have clearance for the headlight tray that you then have to put in later. So the first time I did this, I just moved it, not completely horizontal forward, but it didn't have as much slope as that. And yeah, the headlight tray was banging on top of it. So, but yeah, so if you do that. Now the thing is there be these 2 pipes that go into the radiator, right? Now, depending on how far forward you move it, and you want to try and move it as far as you can, you could try and get the pipes to stretch. Now, I think I've moved these forward more than I would have done before, because it doesn't do any harm, but there is no way that the pipes are going to stretch. So what I've done here is I've got like joining pipes, so that's metal there, and then I've cut them in half and then bridged them together, and then in theory you can move them as far forward as you want to. A word of advice: chances are the car you'll be building this on will be at least a 15-year-old Boxster, and they're famous for the alley pipes. So they're called the crossover pipes. So the pipe that this one goes into underneath the car, they're famous for corroding, because the connectors at the joins are made of aluminium. Now the thing is probably when you start to muck around with this and move it, so they'd be all corroded, I'm sure, unless they've been changed recently. They'll all be corroded, and as soon as you start moving this forward and sort of mucking around with it, that is probably being held on together with the corrosion part. So as soon as you take it apart, they're probably not going to go back together as easily, and they might not seal. So word of advice, if I was doing, I would always check the condition of the crossover pipes and just change the whole lot while you're doing it. You know, you can get them direct from Porsche. You know, they're reasonable, they don't cost that much money. It's a bit of a bitch to do. I actually, although I've got a nice scissor ramp now, I changed them all with the car 30 centimeters off the ground on axle stands, and it was, yeah, a big old tough job. But the higher that you can get the car, the better. Just to get the ones out of there that are under the car, you have to drop the subframe a little bit, the front subframe, to get it out. But you know, I managed it. I'd never done it before. Watched a few videos on YouTube of others that have done it, and it was all good. While I was at it, I also installed a 3rd radiator. Oh, excuse me. So you've got this here. Now, this is basically for, yeah, a Boxster 987 or a Porsche 997. Very simple to do, because actually, if you look at the front radiators, I can't see it very well here. It might be better on this side. Your front radiators here, right? If you haven't got a 3rd radiator, there'd just be a cap there that seals it off. But if you buy this 3rd radiator kit, you know, you'll get the extra pipes, and it's just literally, it goes in between the two normal radiators in essence. Now, because of the fact, if you're going to do this, first of all, I would recommend not doing it with a bumper on, but anyway, there are standard mounting points for this 3rd radiator. You see there where my finger's pointing, that's where this in theory should mount to, if you were just doing this on a standard Boxster. And then here you'll see you'll have threads sticking out here. That's where that would stand to mount to. Now, because I've had to move me side radiators forward, using the original mounting points out of the kit, it wouldn't have worked. So I've had to make extra brackets, and also it gave me the ability to sort of make the radiator more vertical, because as sort of standard it goes in there and it's like that. But yeah, you know, a bit of bracketry, you can see what I've done. It's a bit like what I've done on the other radiators, sort of just moved it down. It's proper solid in there, it ain't gonna move. And you have to do this anyway, because these are in a different position to stock, the pipes won't line up. So really, you know, it doesn't matter. The best thing to do is sort of connect it all up, and then work out how far you have to drop it or lower it, etc, etc. So yeah, you can't see the pipes on this side. Well, you can, they're sort of there, but you see I've blacked a lot of it all out, because I like it looking nice and clean and stuff like that. So these were silver, so I just sprayed them with heat paint. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Obviously recommend you want to be doing this before you put your kit on, really, because of the access side of things. But yeah, I hope you get some tips from this.